good.
Yes.
And the front will be here. Towards the window. Yep. Perfect.
Thank you.
Yep.
Can I see it? You're recording?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's the name's wrong.
It's beautiful, Trav. It's so beautiful.
So we have to move it because they just put it on the floor. They didn't wait till like the mat or whatever. So I guess
We want it on the mat, right?
that's when we bought the mat, right?
Yeah.
We bought the mat for a reason.
Do we want to do that together?
If you want to.
Sure.
Well, there's like several mats though.
No.
What mat do you use?
This big mat is not for. I believe the big mat is for like when you do the workouts that are like the body workouts. This mat is for the bike itself. I thought we got our bike though.
Awesome, yeah. So was it
This is
the
a
small one?
This is
this
a
one?
foam roller, Trav. That's
Oh.
not a mat.
So I thought that they would put it together, but apparently I was wrong.
Well, this basically sat there for a month because they were so overwhelmed with deliveries.
I wish that this company had their own logistics company.
Well, none of the companies do, Trav.
I know. So I guess it's more or less in the center
Yeah.
of this area.
Well, yeah. You got it? I can't believe we got a bike, Trav.
After 3 months.
Wait, but it's actually here now. Should I move it back?
The two guys. Are you okay?
Yeah,
How
I'm
you
fine.
can't- So two guys delivered it. I'm pretty sure we're African,
Nice.
West African.
Should I move the mat?
Well, maybe back towards west. Since the monitor is out so far.
How's that?
Not north, west. Please. Yeah, keep going. Try that.
Is it heavy?
More awkward. I mean, it's 250 pounds. Watch your feet. How's that look?
Good. How come this doesn't?
Does not pivot.
Yeah. That's because you probably need to use a tool or something.
Or just muscles.
Can you open your email? That I
Yeah.
sent you?
In July, you said?
Yeah, from July 20th.
Okay.
It has the instructions on how to mount the monitor. It's okay. It's to be had. It looks like a Peloton to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I take this bag off? Test certificate. I don't know what that means, but we'll save it. Oh, they do include tools, but why is some of this stuff not?
Are they missing because they used this to put it together? Maybe they like
Oh.
pre-put it together?
Maybe they did, yeah. Anyway, here's some tools. Here's a cord. This looks like a cord for connecting. What's this? these are clips.
Okay.
I don't know what this is.
That cord goes to that cord to put in the.
Okay.
I assume.
That will go in there, and then that's it. That's all that's in here.
Okay.
What's next?
Before we,
these must be the dumbbells. Those must be dumbbells.
oh, that what these things
Yeah,
are? The dumbbells,
kettlebell.
but with are they so heavy?
Yeah.
Be-
You have
Alright.
scissors, you can open them.
Well, I want to redo the camera before we start doing anything else.
Well, I'll go back to work.
Okay, then go back to work then.
Okay. I'm excited though.
Alright, so you saw the guys bring it in, and us putting the bike into place with the mat, and verbally discussing that I thought they would put together. So I was confused in terms of this whole thing. This is about, I don't know, my wife has the specific days of how long we waited for this, but it's been a long time, and then it sat at the warehouse, literally in the next town over, for a good week or so, and we can't, and the warranty is voided or whatever if you go pick it up yourselves, even though we have the means to pick it up ourselves. But anyway, it's here. So let's take a tour of what we received. I'll take you with me. There's this bag that was sitting on the handle, and that had, this is, I think, the power cord for the monitor, that was in here, as with this test certificate, which is like already signed by, in terms of like the serial number, tested, whatever, Connecticut. That's that. These boxes, I guess, are dumbbells, because we got the package with the dumbbells. So 3 packages with the dumbbells, 1 more package with the dumbbells. That is the monitor, and we came with the 4 or 3 roll things. 1 roll was the mat. 1 was for when you're working out, the bigger mat. And this one is like some like roller thing, I don't know. And then, let's see here, what else is in this bag? A mini band. Oh, okay. So with the mini band for the working out part. Okay, so this is gonna be our attempt of like a setup video and figure things out. We are setting this up in the former nursery. As you can tell, maybe, there was carpet, and I took out the piece of carpet where the bike was going to go, and it is now. So this is just on TNG, or sorry, tongue and groove, old school 100-year-old floor. Because we'll be placing the carpet anyway sometime in the future. So, and we wanted this bike to be on a solid surface. We are in the upstairs of our house. The bike weighs apparently 250 pounds, even though I lifted it like it. I mean, I'm not a very strong person, but I lifted it and it seemed to be fine. So in terms of not being that heavy. Anyway, below this is a closet that is a 2x6 wall closet wall. So if there's any give in the trusses in the floor, the weight should be held up by the wall right below it. So that part I'm not too concerned about. So I guess this is our setup video. One thing that was in the bag that came with it was this kit of tools, and as you can see, some of the tools are, I'm going to say hardware parts are missing. They were taken out. So but some of the wrench and the Allen wrenches are there, whatever. But in terms of like these hex heads and these flat washers, the spin lock, whatever screw, these parts. So I assume that these were used already on the bike, put together by, I don't know, the logistics crew or the people in Connecticut or wherever. But this is obviously have been opened and parts taken out. So I'm hoping that we're not missing anything. So let's go ahead and start this process. One thing I'm going to do now is put up the monitor, and then I'm going to check the pedals to make sure they're tightening, because every other person on the Facebook group complains that, oh, my pedal fell off. I was just pedaling and then my pedal fell off. Oh, my pedal fell off. Are you serious, people? Like, tighten it. Like, you don't have a wrench or something? Like, I'm sure this wrench fits to tighten the pedals. If not, I don't know, borrow someone's wrench. So let's get set up and we'll focus on that. Alright, so one thing my wife wanted me to do is check back on a forwarded email that we got from the company. And this is in July, and now it's September. So to make sure we're following all the steps, the first one, I'm sure if you have bought one or whatever, first step is determine where to put your machine near a power outlet with a strong internet access and somewhere where space to move. All right, then there's like a button to fill out the specs. There's about a foot between the machine handlebar to the wall, and on the three sides here. So if we can move it, we can move it. All right. Step 2. Once delivered, set up your machine. Mount the touchscreen. Connect the power on the monitor. All right. So let's start doing that. Check out our monitor box. Let's do this. Okay, so let's going to open this. The tag with our name on it. That is spelled correctly. Other parts are spelled incorrectly. That's funny how they can't spell the last name that's on the invoice. Right, tabs. Fragile. Hope it's not broken. Flap. This. Alright, so slides out. Phone. Welcome to the family. Alright, so that's the screen. Pretty cool. If it was like this, it'd look like a Tesla screen. But yeah, it's gonna fit like this. So we'll set this down for a second. What else is in this box? Phone. Heart rate monitor. So that's a heart rate monitor. We'll keep that, put that aside, put that windowsill. Now, if you're looking for the screws, because this is the mount for the monitor, this pivot, you have to kind of use some muscle to move it around. Okay? So, but there's no screws in this pack of stuff. So, but you need some screws to mount the monitor to the plate. So, where are they? Look in the very back of your monitor. There's screws already in here. 4. So I assume we're going to take a screwdriver, take all these out, put it on the plate that fits in this little divot end. This is deeper than the face. Take this out and we'll put it on the faceplate. All right, handy dandy screwdriver ready to go. Just gonna take out all the screws. When you use a manual or the regular screwdriver and not a power drill or screw gun, if you have one, sure, use it, but I wouldn't use it to tighten. With these type of screws and a monitor, when you're having screwed together the mount to like a TV wall or a monitor to a wall or some sort of stand, you don't want to over tighten it, because you could strip the whole thing with the threads and the bolt. So it may take longer with your, if anything, I mean, start it by hand, drive most of the way with the power drill, but then finish it, make it tight, not over tighten, but taut with the screwdriver. That way you're not going to strip it. All right, we have our 4 screws already. The blue is a Loctite, so that helps these not to be, not to come out a little later. If you want to add some of this stuff, you can find it at the hardware store or the automotive store. This stuff helps to kind of keep it all in place when there's vibration, etc. All right, so this is I assume this is going to be this is the top, this is the bottom. Goes on here. It would probably be better with 2 people doing this, especially with the monitor. You don't want to drop this thing. So putting it in the divots, and once you're gonna hand start, make sure you find that the threads don't mess up the threads when you're doing it with the screwdriver. But first, okay, so those are tight by hand. I'm gonna get the other 2. I would suggest same way that you would put the lug nuts on a car. You kind of not necessarily do like a star pattern, but screw a little bit and then do the next one. Don't tighten one super tight. That may make the plate kind of funky as you're putting it on. Screw a little bit and move on to the next one. Make sure this plate fits flush to the back of the monitor. That's just my tip, guidance. I'm sure it's on there. And again, in theory, that blue Loctite, that blue stuff you saw on the screws, that should help tighten. Every minute, once a month, put a reminder on your phone. Make sure these are tightened, because you don't want this monitor falling off. All right. So that is on. You see it? Is it upside down? Nope. Cool. Alrighty. So this thing. Okay. So power cord. Power cord. Oh, okay, so kind of like your standard like laptop cord here. Undo it. So I'm looking at it, and this is the where you plug into the monitor. And I'm looking at the monitor where it goes. And let's see here. So plug this bad boy in here. Outlet next to my Google Wi-Fi. I recommend Google Wi-Fi in your house. If you're in an area they have Costco, they have sales on Google Wi-Fi, 4-pack, and the deal is unheard of, and it helps with the internet connection throughout your house or your area. Currently our modem is downstairs, so this helps make sure that we have enough internet bandwidth for this machine. So move out of my way. So I should have showed you this before, but in the bottom, here's where the power goes, here, and then there's, what does that say? Type C plug-in, like you would plug in like your cell phone, or like a USB type thing, connection, and this is for, I think, Ethernet. They have these connections on here. Right here's for your headphones, and then power. See this power is right here, and I think this is volume, up and down. And I thought I saw a USB. Yep. Right here is a USB. So I think that would be for the heart monitor. I could be wrong, but let's plug this in here, and automatically a red light showed up. I don't know if you see this from the bar. There's a red light that turned on right here. Didn't turn on here yet? No. Then so back to the instructions onto mount the touchscreen, connect the power on the monitor, hold the power button for 5 seconds. Alright, so power button again is the lower part, this button right here. So let's hold that for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and there we go. Oh, it says right here. Do the started, turn your tablet, follow the on-screen steps to connect to Wi-Fi network, create your profile, sign up for MYX membership. Alright, and then for frequent asked questions, on the manual, go to their help website, and for warranty is here. Alright, so that is set up the touchscreen. And then the third is follow the on-screen steps to activate your membership and create your profile. For MYX is the first time, starts with Eric, just 15-minute beginner ride. If you're getting started, check out the tutorial videos app, and then schedule your next mobile app. Alright, so that's pretty much all the steps for that part. What I'm going to do now is put the foam in pieces from the monitor in a box. And what I want to do now is check out the dumbbells. Alright, so again we are in the nursery, so there's so much of baby stuff here. So I'm going to open these boxes. I want to make sure that I know what we got before I dive in too deep to the bike. I'm pretty sure there's like a certain, if you get pay a bit more, get the dumbbells and whatever, and maybe you got the middle of the road set up. So these are the 15 pounders. 2 of those. Looking fancy. Boxes are beat to crap. I know these kind of, with the virus, these weights are in high demand right now. 12 pounds. So I guess that's a blessing, not to look around for weights as we're getting to working out. Alright, that is the 25 pounder there. And the last of the these are the 9 pounds, like this. So I get the 25 and the 15, but like why the odd numbers of 9 and 12? So that's the weights. I guess build a weight stand for them so they're up off the ground. For now, put them on there, somewhere, the floor around it. So I haven't found use for these yet, so I don't know why we still have these. What's else is in the bag here? Okay, so these are the, like my wife said earlier, I think you saw on Cape, these are the cleats for the pedals. So these goes on, there's 2 in here, so this is for one set of bike shoes, if you choose to wear them, or have bike shoes. If you look at the pedals, any normal shoe can fit in here. You just have your shoe on and you slide it in here. If you feel the need, you feed this strap into the mechanism and that tightens down, or you switch it around and then your bike shoes clip into here with those cleats. This, I don't know what this is. Looks like more straps for the pedals. They look, I don't know. So when I set of those for something, and this looks like some sort of a handle for something. Can you see this? It's like leather, but brown leather with one bolt that's long, another one that's short. And this is a spacer. All right, we'll keep an eye on that. Let's check out the bike itself. So maybe later with my wife here, we can go over, maybe in a second video, same video, we can go over how to connect and get this all set up. But for now, let's check out the bike. So weights go in here, I think. Hand go in here. All right. So I don't want to make this too long of a video, but as I was looking at the bike, I looked down and let's unplug you here. I look down and I see this little spot right there. And that looks like it would go to the plug. I plugged in the monitor here below. And then I'm looking at the bike and I see this cord that's at the, I believe this is, you tighten the tension of the wheel. So I'm thinking to myself, that looks right. So what I'm going to do now is unplug the monitor power outlet to here, plug it into the base, and then see if that cord there goes into the monitor. Let's try it. Red light on the monitor. Turn the button. 5 seconds. And we have power. Alright. Plug from the wall into that base. It's at the right below the main wheel. And the wire that you'll see at the adjuster knob, that wire plugs into the monitor. Easy peasy. Alright, so let's get into different adjustment settings for the bike. I'm going to turn this monitor off because we don't need it right now. Yeah, power off. Cool. Alright, so push that out of the way. So there's the adjuster here. And that looks like it adjusts. There's numbers here. So that I think this knob adjusts this handle setup going this direction. So let's test it out. So I'm going to unscrew this like this. I don't think you need to unscrew it fully. There's a washer right there. We don't want to lose that. And I think yeah, so this thing slides back and forth. So I'm going to put that back at where it was for now. And pin it down so it doesn't jiggle. Alright, now there's another setter right here, which I believe goes to how the handlebar is going up and down. And you see these numbers right here. I'll zoom in with it. Number here, so that goes up and down. So let's try that. So this wire is in the way. This unscrews like a normal screw would. But it just kind of spins to a certain point. So you can't unscrew the entire thing. But let's try this. So that won't budge. A little bit. Unscrews. Won't keep unscrewing. Pull it. There we go. Okay, so this pops out. This is a pin. So see how there you pull it, and then this is there's no threads anymore. That's the pin. So when it's out, you can go up. Oh, it locked into place. So have someone hold it, because the handlebars are kind of heavy. Hold it out, and then you can lock it in place, and that goes up and down. Yep. Cool. And then as you can see, when this is loosened, this whole thing is really wobbly. So when you got the right level, you want to screw that bad boy back into place, and then that will have that be more stable. All right, cool. So that's the handlebar back and forth, and the handlebar going up and down. The seat should be the same thing as the handlebar. So this is the gesture for the seat going back and forth. So let's unscrew this and try. Oh yeah, so that's super easy. So this adjusts. It goes pretty far for tall people. So that goes there, and then tighten it. I wonder what this thing is. Anyway, so this is similar to the handlebars go up and down. So let's try that. Loosen it. Should be lighter than the handlebars too. I'll pull it out. Yep, see the pin? Yep, see the pin right here? That's flat, no threads. So then lift up the bike. Whoops. Lift up the seat. Yeah. And then you find your spot, locks in place. See how it's really wobbly now? So we want to tighten that. And that's not wobbly anymore. All right, cool. So that's that. All right, so I was going to add a little bit about how to adjust and fix, tighten the pedals, but I'm gonna leave that for another video. So stay tuned for that one. All right, so hope that you enjoyed that video. The delivery, unboxing, assembly, more or less. So again, I'll do the pedals in our next video, and I'll do another video on my wife and I setting up the account online, and getting the monitor more or less set up with all the questions and stuff that you need to prepare for that. When you access the monitor, it has setup of the seat and the handlebars. So I just wanted to show how like a layperson would do it, as well as make sure that you understand like how difficult it is to go back and forth on the handlebars, as well as that there's a pin for the handlebars going up and down, as well as the seat post. So let me know if we need any other items to make a video on. Go ahead and comment below. Go ahead and thumbs up and subscribe for us, and we will do what we can to make my videos to appease our fellow MYX Fitness family. All right, have a good one. Cheers.